Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Safwan from BTH1. So today I want to share about my experience going to Tanjung, Kupang. So last week, 15 December, I joined class trip to Tanjung, Kupang. So we went there by polytechnic bus. The journey takes time about 1 hour to arrive via Iskandar Coastal Highway E3. The distance from Polytechnic to Tanjung Kupang is about 51 km. After 1 hour, we arrived at Club Alami Center. We pick up one of their staff, so he will be our tour guide for this trip. And then we continue to Jetty Pak Ngah. Meanwhile, he also tell us about history of this village. That before this village area was at other area, but they were asked to move to new location because their land has been bought by Sanwi Iskandar. And before this also, the visitor rate to this village is low, but when the villager open the fish market, restaurant and other side road stall, that attract the tourists to this village. Next, we arrived at Jetty Pak Ngah. The view from the jetty is very rare for me and for those who living in the city area, as we can see mangrove, river and fishermen doing their job. A long way to Jetty Pak Ngah also, there's many roadside stall that sell fruit, vegetable, beverage and also satay. There's a food stall before jetty known as Warung Cita Rasa Tanjung Kupang that was officially opened on 29 June 2020. The food stall serves a small but varied selection of traditional Malay cuisine and hot or iced beverage. Here, fishermen can have a chat with each other and have a meal after exhausted working, which add another attraction for visitors that using the jetty as the departure point for Club Alami's habitat walk and activities, or for angler heading out to the sea. For those who buy fresh seafood at the Pendeka Laut Market located at the same jetty, they can also have their seafood cooked for a minimal fee at the food stall. Muhammad Haikal bin Zamani is the food stall manager. After that, we proceed to Pendeka Laut Market. There we met Mr. Shahlan bin Jumaat. He also a founder of Club Alami, and Dr. Serina Rahman as a co-founder of the club. Translated directly at the Sea Warrior Market, this is a Club Alami initiative led by Mr. Shahlan bin Jumaat, our founder. His goal to ensure that the fishermen get fair earning for their catch, and that customer understand their difficulty faced by fishermen in their work. Since opening in 2016, our fishermen now get double the income for what they bring in, and also get support for boat use, engine repair, petrol and other needs. Mr. Shahlan also worked to preserve our local fishing heritage by ensuring that all the younger fishermen learn the craft of net and long line making, and incorporating the sharing of the heritage with ecotourism guests. Market is open daily at Pak Ngah Jetty from 9 AM until 12 noon for walk-in customer to purchase the freshest catch just off the boat. From what I learned, there's actually two types of fishermen. The first one is artisanal near-shore fishery, and the second one is deep shore fishery. Artisanal nearshore fishery in this area was largely dependent on seagrass, mangrove, and island habitat. Fishermen usually use small boats around 18 to 19 feet with the 15 to 40 horsepower engine. The catch method that fishermen use like gill net, long line, a cast net, fish trap, and also crab trap. The trawl was prohibited to use for its destruction on the local habitat and over extraction. Fishermen need to learn and know how to use every equipment to ease their work. Long line, also known as rawai, used to catch tamban fish. Fishermen usually use tamban fish as a bait, and they do this every day before going to work. One of fishermen tip that I get here is how to keep the fish, shrimp, and squid fresh when we already caught them. He said we need to put in the container filled with ice and sea salt. This because ice combined with the salt will make the temperature colder. And for crab, prawn, and lobster, they hook beside boat in the net trap to keep it alive. Here, we also learn how to identify the gender of the blue flower crab. The male crab, they have the blue color shell, while the female crab, they just have the grey yellowish shell. Crab can be categorized to 3 types: grade A, B, and C. The price for grade A is around 35 ringgit per kg, and for grade B is 25 ringgit per kg, and lastly, the grade C is 15 ringgit per kg. As the main income for the villager here were from fishing activity, some of them also sell their catch in front of their house. Alami Club helped to increase the income by buying a higher price compared to the other market, and they just take profit RM 1 ringgit per kilogram.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Azmar Fitri binti Mama Amin. My metric number is 09BTH21F3011. I will continue storytelling about Tanjung Kupang. And then Mr. Salan invite us for a coastal tour for 20 ringgit per person. We were very excited because for us this is the first time experience riding boat. First we were taught about safety and how to wear life jacket and what to do if some accident happen. We need to control emotion and cannot panic at all. The journey along Perdas River about 7 km. We saw the village how on water, and for us it's unique. Captain also helped us Merabung Island, Tanjung Adang and Tanjung Kupang. Windy and scene of sea relax our mind while enjoy the natural scenery of mangrove along the Perdas River. Our tour come to the end as we finish the trip. Mr. Salam give us a free ice cream as we going back to our bus. I just hope we can stay longer there. Then we went straight to Alami Club Center. An awarded building, formerly an engine oil factory located on lot number 3969 in Kampung Tanjung Kupang, is being refurbished as the Club Alami Nature and Heritage Center. Thanks to the support of the Port of Tanjung Pelepas, the Johor Port Authority, the Iskandar Regional Development Authority, and an invaluable team the project consultant. This center consists of the library, meeting room, lab for scientific research, and preserve merchandise and exhibition gallery or mini museum. As we walk in from the front door, we saw the product of this place and activity that they offered. The team start from land to the show. Follow the deep sea. Various examples of flora and fauna showed here. After a long day of walking, we all are going upstairs to meeting room. The spacious room that can occupy 30 and above people was every comfort for whoever wanted to do meeting. But we there not for meeting, instead served lunch, which was white rice and omelette accompanied with sour and spicy fish stew. The cool ice syrup relieving our dry throat while one of Alami Club staff told us story about tales and history of this village. Accident of airplane crash that happened in 1977 took about 150 lives of the passenger, including captain and crew. The story began with in this morning a few fishermen saw a plane fly low near Tanjung Kupang area. Later they saw two helicopters flying light searching for something. After that, they went to home and their family members said that there was airplane crash. The airplane exploded twice in the air and ground. This plane divides two parts, head part at land and the tail part in the water. Village worked together with authorities for research and rescue mission, but sadly no one survived from the crash. For the World Week in village surrounded with bad smell. He also said after the accident, the marine life getting bigger because eating human flesh. There are some village that take items from the crash site such as watch, clothes and shoes. And some of them experience a bad nightmare and some of them saw the item that they take move by itself. There are also people that claim that he saw the coconut tree with banana fruit near the crash site, but as long there no proof about it, so I just call it a myth. According to a dictionary, Merambung means floating. Story of the village said before this island connected to land, but they believe that this are giant thick ray beneath island to move it far from land. For the World Week in village surrounded with bad smell. He also said after the accident, the marine life getting bigger because eating human flesh. There are some village that take items from the crash site such as watch, clothes and shoes. And some of them experience a bad nightmare and some of them saw the item that they take move by itself. There are also people that claim that he saw the coconut tree with banana fruit near the crash site, but as long there no proof about it, so I just call it a myth. According to a dictionary, Merambung means floating. Story of the village said before this island connected to land, but they believe that this are giant thick ray beneath island to move it far from land. Even though some of this story may be just a myth, but it's very valuable for the village because that what make this village different to the others. And exciting main story can be attraction for the tourists. Lastly, our leisure Puan Sawa gives some souvenir and donation to club as a sign of our appreciation of their effort helping and preserve the nature. That's all from us. Thank you.